The 2022 Hellraiser, the horror franchise reboot, often resembles an artful and overproduced tribute to Hellraiser, Clive Barker's kinky and sometimes genuinely nightmarish 1987 shocker. The halting pace, scattered focus, and potent ghastliness of Barker's movie reflects its nature as Barker's feature directorial debut, a decent adaptation of his 1986 novella The Hellbound Heart. Watching the original Hellraiser still feels like happening upon a profane, if by now familiar, event. In that movie, Barker introduces readers to the Cenobites, a race of godlike sadists who threaten their human victims with sensual experiences far beyond their, or our, tired understanding of pleasure and pain. The new Hellraiser evokes Barker's original adaptation in the same way a good cover song recalls its source material, with love, intelligence, and an inevitably crushing sort of redundancy. Nobody really needs Hellraiser, but it can sometimes be fun anyway, especially if you haven't seen Hellraiser in a while. This Hellraiser, made 35 years and 9 sequels after the original, feels dutiful and staid where Barker's version reflected his unique sensibility and preoccupations. The cleverest additions to the Hellraiser canon will only be apparent to established fans since the makers of the latest movie awkwardly graft a sometimes inspired monster movie onto the back of a trauma-focused character study. Riley, Odessa A'zion, a grieving former addict, runs into the Cenobites while chasing after her missing brother Matt, Brandon Flynn, who previously scolded Riley for sticking with her sketchy boyfriend Trevor, Drew Starkey. Director David Bruckner, The Night House, The Ritual, and co-writers Ben Collins and Luke Piotrowski's devoted retread does not, however, meaningfully connect the Cenobites with Riley or her character defining certainty that she's the target of forces that are well beyond her control.